we start with some developments at Arsenal, with the club edging closer to a deal for Real Sociedad midfielder and former Liverpool target Martin Zubimendi. As you can see, Chief Reporter Kavi Solokol joins me now. Kavi, what can you tell us about this deal then?
Well, look, it's very good news for Arsenal supporters. Not surprising news, because we've known for a while that Zubimendi was likely to sign for Arsenal. But he's a brilliant 26-year-old midfielder. A lot of the top clubs in Europe have been trying to sign him. Liverpool tried to sign him last summer. Real Madrid, Barcelona have also been after him. He played very well for Spain in the Euros in Germany last summer as well. But we've heard Mikel Arteta say on a couple of occasions that when Arsenal come calling, players most often say yes. They find it very difficult to turn Arsenal down. And I'm not going to accuse Mikel Arteta of tapping up the player, but I'm sure that Zubimendi has been very impressed with what Mikel Arteta is doing at Arsenal, and that is the reason he wants to move to Arsenal. Now, he's got this release clause in his contract. It's around £51 million. We've known for a long time that Arsenal are willing to activate that release clause. So I think what's happening now is that Arsenal are just pressing ahead with completing the deal, and subject to a medical, I think he will become Arsenal's first signing of the summer. First and not last.
Yeah, because what a lot of people will be saying, looking at this, is it's still not a striker.
Well, Arsenal will sign a striker this summer, no doubt about that. They will sign, I think, a world-class striker. Somebody like Victor Gyökeres at Sporting, somebody like Benjamin Sesko from Leipzig. That is the calibre of player they're looking at. And I know Arsenal fans are desperate for their club to sign an out-and-out striker. Just because they've signed Zubimendi doesn't mean they're not going to sign a striker. It will be Zubimendi and a striker and other players coming in as well. Because everyone's heard Mikel Arteta talk about the fact that finishing second is not good enough for him. Next season, he wants to win the title, and he's been putting a little bit of pressure on the Arsenal board to make sure they back him this summer, and I'm sure they will.
Right, a bit of breaking transfer news to bring you. We understand that Arsenal are finalising a deal to sign Real Sociedad midfielder Martin Zubimendi. There is still work to be done on this one, but Arsenal have met the conditions of the £51 million release clause in Zubimendi's contract. Once all the contractual details are sorted, Zubimendi will have a medical before completing the move. We know that a big priority in the window for Arsenal is signing a striker, but a midfielder has always been high on the agenda. We know that they're losing Jorginho when his contract expires next month. He confirmed he'll leave then. You might remember this story from last summer as well. Zubimendi close to joining Liverpool last summer, only to change his mind. It is believed that Arsenal made their interest known in the player then. They couldn't do a deal, though, because of the number of midfielders they had in their squad. But once Arsenal's interest became apparent, it's thought that Zubimendi was happy to stay at Sociedad for another season before making the move to the Emirates. So, yep, big signing potentially for Arsenal, closing in on Martin Zubimendi from Real Sociedad.